took the battery out of the van because voltage was too low for the battery charger to put any amps in it. So I'm just throwing it on the booster cables, letting my car run for the next 15 or 20 minutes, just trying to get that voltage up enough for the battery charger to start putting some amps onto it. See if it's any good. The battery is not that old, so hopefully. Got the voltage up to almost 11. See if I can throw it on a charger now. Well, that's a good sign. It's finally starting to put amps in. The amps it's putting into the battery is slowly coming up. It's kicked into high gear now. The fan is going on this thing, and definitely going to take a few hours just to charge this battery up. Rory is stalking a robin on the ground by the generator. He thinks he's all slick, but little does he know there's nothing he can do. He's stuck behind a fence.
Get out! Get out of here!
Charged the van battery up to full last night. Left it sit all night and for a number of hours today, actually. 12.8 volts. I think there's only one way to find out if the van is going to turn over, and that's to get the battery put back in it and slap the cables on. Okay, let's go. That doesn't happen too often around here. Hopefully everything's okay. Okay, well, before I put the battery in, I need to go online and see if there's a fire very close to me. I counted a total of 11 fire trucks that went by. That's just what I saw. Could be more, I don't know, but that would probably indicate that there's a woods fire. I am turning on the internet, keeping by my phone in case it gets out of hand and they tell everyone to evacuate. Good learning moment. I am literally sitting here with the internet on, checking for updates. I got the box truck facing out the driveway, so if need be, I can just grab what's important, throw it in there. Hopefully it doesn't come to that, but you never know. That is the cutest thing. Mama Robin and her baby under the box truck. Look. She's literally going around showing her baby the ropes. She's very cautious of me. Good news. It's been some time and now I'm watching the fire trucks leaving one by one. So I guess they took care of whatever happened. Battery in there hooked up. I guess there's just one thing left to do. Backup camera comes on. Oh my gosh. Oh! That sounded like... that was weird. Oh, there we go. I'm not quite sure about the sounds I'm hearing, but it definitely doesn't seem to be running top notch, you know. It does run. I think I'll let it run for a few minutes and I might just take it, I don't know, down the road or at least down the driveway and see how it drives. Let's see what happens when we throw it and drive. Yeah, see? Throw it and drive and it wants to die a little bit. Okay. Throw it in park, idling high. See that? Throw it in reverse. Wants to die. Neutral, high idle. Needless to say, it definitely needs some help. I can't drive it like this. It did have a tune-up last year, but it still didn't seem to fix whatever issue it's got going on. Back up to idling high. Ha! Yeah, very weird. Wants to die. Time to do a little research. I had it in drive, and the moment I tried to slightly push on the gas pedal, it quit. Yeah. I asked AI, which I like to do. AI tells me what a lot of you have told me. It could be a vacuum leak, or it could be a sticking idle air control valve. But it's driving and it's not lugging out, so that's really weird. Huh. Yeah, coolant. Okay. I see where that happened. Right there. Buy an old van, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Obviously gonna have to replace the clamps on either end of that. But, yeah. Oh my gosh. Good afternoon, actually. It's, after lunch. 1 p.m. maybe? I slept in. Well, I didn't really sleep in. I slept until 10, but I didn't go to bed till 4 a.m. I was up editing the video that was posted today, but for you, last week's video. Yeah. Typical day in the life of someone who works full-time and does YouTube. But I love it. Not the losing sleep part, but you know what I mean. It was supposed to rain today, and it's not. The sun is out. I'm very happy about that. It's warm. It's like 20 degrees. So today what I would like to do is try and pinpoint the issue that is happening in the old blue camper van. With your help, of course. My mechanical knowledge is lacking to non-existent. I know there are some mechanics out there that watch. Help your girl out.
Please, I need it.
First things first, we need to add some coolant to the radiator because last night I lost a little. Yeah. Check it out if you can see that. It's snowing in June. You see what I'm talking about? Yeah, those, ooh, there's a hummingbird. Those are flying around everywhere. It's coming off of the, oh my gosh. Has anyone ever gotten hit in the head by a hummingbird? Because that wanted to take my ear tip off. Did you hear that? See that? Anyway, as I was saying about the snow, yeah, they're actually coming from the aspen trees, I think. I know there's a couple large tooth aspens around here, so it's pretty wild. This has been happening for a number of days, but yeah, it's like snowing in June. You feeding your babies? Yeah, you can stop dive bombing me now. You must be used to me by now. See, and they're also going in this house. I swear the same couple of swallows are using all 3 birdhouses. Sorry about the shaking. I'm standing here. I'm trying to figure out if the one on the top might be the female. Because she's like the duller color, but yeah, they're using all 3 houses. It's kind of funny. Also, I just saw a black and white warbler. I couldn't capture it on camera, but that was the first one I saw this year. I haven't really been hearing them much either, so I was kind of concerned, but they're around. Also, real quick, several videos ago when I talked about the robin's nest that fell because it was in this tree here. It had the 3 eggs in it. I moved it hoping Mama Robin would come back. She did not. And it still had the eggs in it, but I did notice, sorry about the light, the sun I guess, I did notice that the nest was down and the shells are on the ground. So I am guessing some kind of critter crawled up and got the eggs, but circle of life I guess may as well, because Mama Robin didn't come back, so those eggs, you know, weren't going to hatch. Also, I need to refill my hummingbird feeders, but I don't know if I want to after that guy tried to stab me in the eyeball. That was rude. Kind of had to leave it because after what happened, my steering was a little stiff and funky, but there was coolant all over the fans, so yeah. Something interesting to note, and I might replace the cap too, just in case, but clamp got put back on, good and tight. I don't know if that pulled off because of the shaking going on that this was doing, or the clamp just wasn't tight. I just got this last year, but there was a hose here, and it was capped off, which is kind of weird. So now there's a hose on it, you know, like an overflow. I just have it shoved down in here, but I don't know why it was capped off. I never had a problem with it at all last year. I got the wrong antifreeze. I'm so focused on going by the book so I don't mess things up worse. So I listened to the little sticker up front that said Dodge approved antifreeze. Turns out it was the orange stuff. Well, the stuff in the radiator's green. I can't mix the green and the orange because apparently then I'll get sludge. So I guess I need green antifreeze now. Okay, green antifreeze added. Yes, it was mixed half and half with diluted distilled water, sorry. Okay, let's talk about what is happening, because I don't know, and maybe you do. I know that yesterday the problem was low idle or stalling in reverse and drive. And when I would put it in drive, it would idle so low that the moment I tried to give it a little fuel, it would quit. I don't know if this is coincidence or this has something to do with it. But before I was able to get it in drive where it was idling, it wasn't, you know, a low or bad idle, I was just kind of messing with this, the throttle. I don't know if that is coincidence or if that did something. After I messed with that, that's when it seemed to idle normal in reverse. So then I threw it in drive and it seemed to idle normal in drive. So that's when I was able to roll this thing down the driveway. Prior to the hose flying off and coolant spraying, but anyway. And yes, I did take this off multiple times. The filter in there is good. I also checked for vacuum leaks. All the vacuum lines I saw appeared to be okay. I don't know if I was missing something. I guess my question to you is, could this potentially be the problem? I don't know these things, but I can tell you that that definitely seems to be noisier than I remember. And I almost hear what sounds to be almost like a hissing sound that I thought was coming from the belts, but it's not because I hear it here and not up front. Could this potentially be the issue? Or is it a component on this that's the issue? Or is that not the issue at all? I don't know. I feel like it's coming from here, but I don't know what I'm talking about. I added more fuel. I'm gonna leave the dog hose cover off for now because if I have that issue with the bad idle, I don't know, maybe if I mess with that little throttle here, it'll help do something. Also, it's really loud. Cross your fingers for me and we will see what happens. It's definitely running hot. Yeah, I hope some of you mechanics out there got something from all of this. Let me tell you, it's very warm in there. Oh yeah, it's very warm in that van right now. What I wanted to do was take it for a longer drive to see if I ended up getting that idle issue where it's kind of trying to stall and drive. What it was doing last year where it was losing power and then getting shots of power, but I could definitely hear like an idling problem even when it was sitting in park. I didn't want to take it too far because with the doghouse cover off of it, it got like too hot and it was steaming. I could smell everything. No. Let me know your thoughts if you're a mechanic or you have mechanical knowledge. And yeah, at some point I will get it to a garage, but at least if I know what the problem is, I guess I can't get too screwed over or anything. I could try ordering the part myself, having someone I know maybe put it in for me. Jenna from the future here. I did some research, scary I know, but I feel like this is what the problem is with the van. Idle air control motor. I had my suspicions all along, but I think this is what it is. I could be wrong, but I did order one of these off of Parts Avatar. It'll be here within the next week, I believe. I guess place your bets if you think this is what it is as well. It's after supper already. I really need to start cooking and meal prepping. I think I'm going to make something different tonight that I have not made before. It is lemon pepper chicken linguine. Feel free to join me for supper. One of these is going to be pretty good right now. Here's what we're going to need for this recipe. Quite a bit actually. Chicken, baby spinach, Parmesan, chicken broth, heavy cream, whoops, herbs de Provence, lemon pepper seasoning, onion, grape tomatoes is not necessary, but I am putting it in this dish just because, why not? Lemon, garlic, Italian seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder too, I just don't have any. Paprika, I always use smoked paprika, and of course linguine. What's the other one? Red pepper flakes, yeah. And butter and oil also. Sorry if I didn't say it, I have the generator running, but I chopped up my onion. My grape tomato, like I said, this recipe doesn't call for it, but I'm putting some in, and garlic. Next, I've got 2 boneless, skinless chicken breasts that I just cut in half. I like them to be thinned a little bit. I just don't like them super thick. Okay, I'm going to season each side, starting with lemon pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder if you have it. I can't find mine, so I'm just doing garlic powder because I don't know where my onion powder is. Italian seasoning. And your paprika. Whoa, that's a lot. I do smoked paprika because that is what I like. But you can do regular or whatever you want, or you don't have to do it at all probably, and it'll still probably taste good. I'm going to flip these around, do the other side, and then I'll get to frying them. Butter and oil, going to start dropping these pieces in here. Chicken is cooked through, so I'm going to plate it up and set it aside for now. We'll come back to this later. Now, I'm going to add a tablespoon of butter in here. Onions and garlic. Smell-o-vision is needed. Oh my. Okay, this is where we season with herbs de Provence. And some red pepper flakes. 3 cups of chicken broth. 1 cup of heavy cream. Okay, it's starting to come to a boil. I've got a package of 500 grams of linguine. I'm going to put the majority of it in, not the whole package, but most of it. Woo, it's 8:30 at night, you guys. I'm getting hungry. I cannot wait. This is definitely the part that's taking the longest. It's just trying to get your linguine tender enough. It is getting there though. I'm going to start throwing in some Parmesan flakes. It says 3 ounces. I think that's about 1/3 cup. I'm just kind of, yeah, that's looking, whoopsie. I guess that's looking like enough. I'll throw my tomatoes in too. I think I'm going to turn my heat down and just kind of simmer this and let the noodles soften up a bit more. I think the recipe calls for like 2 cups, but I don't really think there are any rules with cooking. And it calls for the juice of 1 lemon. I don't have like a lemon juicer, so I just Hulk smashed a lemon into this container. See what I can get out of the other half of it. Every little bit is probably going to be yummy. I would say this is looking pretty darn good, and the noodles are pretty much done, honestly. Wow, there we have it. Some creamy lemon chicken linguine. I am pretty pumped to dive in. I'm going to cut up my chicken and get in there, because okay, that was for aesthetic, but this is real life what it's looking like here. Lemon chicken, creamy lemon chicken linguine. Or lemon chicken creamy linguine. I don't know. I'm hungry. That was pretty dang good, and now I've got some solid meal prep containers to take for work. I might actually top with some parm. It might end up being a little dry when I reheat. I don't know. We'll have to see about that. Wow. Okay, that was good. I'm gonna give that a solid 8.3 out of 10. My first time cooking with lemon pepper, and I think I put too much on my chicken breasts because I found it a little salty. I don't know if it's supposed to be. I'm really not like a salt loving person. So yeah, I definitely could have eased up on that a little bit. I also did end up adding a little more chicken broth and cream, but I feel like it could have handled more. Actually, it probably could have handled me not putting as much linguine in the pan. Also, my apologies for the lighting in here. It's pretty lacking these days. I've got a light out. It's one of the LEDs that doesn't have a bulb that you can change either, so I'd have to swap the whole light out. As for the camper van, please let me know in the comments below what you think the problem is so I can get it fixed. I definitely want to get out in that in the coming months. Summer's coming. I do have some vacation time next month. It'll probably fly by. It would be nice to get out for a camping trip or 2 or 3 this summer. Also, I know it was probably a little hard for you to hear on camera, but today, obviously in reverse and drive, I didn't have that low idle or stalling issue. However, when it was in park with it running, it kind of did this, you know what I'm saying? So let's hope we get that thing roadworthy soon. If I feel comfortable enough with it, maybe I can take it on a bit of a longer trip to go get Ramsey, go on a camping trip with him. Yeah, I'm starting to ramble, so I hope you're all doing well. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. It is. It's everywhere. Like, wow, I just saw like a whole wind tunnel of this. Oh my gosh, it's all up the, look! Like, I've never seen it like this. And it's not just here, it's everywhere. I've seen it in town. I mean, look. What the heck? It's crazy. Are you seeing this? I don't know, it doesn't take much to amuse me these days. Look at this. It looks like I ran over a Yeti. Like, what the heck?